Hey neighbors, got a minute? As we've been going through this Exodus journey, I don't want it to get lost on you as it sometimes has been lost on me that this 40 chapters that we're studying in the book of Exodus, it took 40 years for these people to get from slavery to the promised land, the land flowing with milk and honey. This is a long trip. And one of the things that I'm noticing is sometimes in our journey from slavery to freedom, or from where we are to a promised land, the land we're anticipating, looking forward to, that seems so far in the distance, that sometimes if we could reframe our thinking from waiting for that eventual promised land to looking around where we are to see the promises in this land where we currently stand, we might find the abiding presence of God already available. I think about the 23rd Psalm, and if you go and look at the tense, the English tense of the verbs, they are all, nearly all of them, in the present tense. There's a little bit of future tense in there, but I'm imagining David sitting in the valley of the shadow of death when he says the words, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." He talks about being in the valley of the shadow of death and the Lord preparing a table for him amongst his enemies. If you go back and read it, it's all in the present tense. It's as if David knew what I'm wanting to know, what I'm trying to learn, that the promised land is not something that's out there waiting for me, out there somewhere far in the future that I've got to yearn for and long for and work for, but maybe the God of the universe is right here with me saying, the land on which you stand is filled with promise. And maybe it's a perspective. And so as we continue to journey with these folks through the book of Exodus, and we see them complaining and whining, and then God meeting a need, and then them walking right after God's provision into another moment of crying and complaining, let's not be like them. Let's stop after every single moment of God's generosity and his graciousness, acknowledge him for the good God that he is, celebrate him, thank him, sing to him, and then look for him again in the next thing we walk into. Speaking of, this coming Sunday, we're going to walk into Exodus chapter 15, and I hope that you'll be there with us, 9 or 11. In the meantime, have a great week. Look for God right there on the land where you stand. There's promises all around. See you later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.